the pain, okay? So however we got to here, then we backstep here, okay? I want you to practice like getting good balance sitting on this hip before just drop down. Because when I sit on the hip here, I have options to go to the guard pass and I can always drop down if I want to. This way I'm more of a threat than if I'm here. From down here, I'm not magically gonna pass the guard. I have to get up to here anyway, all right? So just staying here for a moment, you can be kind of a menace because if Fredrik knows my reputation, right? Maybe he's gonna come up with his arms and maybe body lock. Yeah, if he goes that way, yeah, go up here and body lock me right now. There's a long way to the legs, but so easy for me to pummel an underhook. Step back, now I'm back in the knee cut with underhook, and I pass a lot of good people with this sequence, okay? So I have a threat of attacking the legs and the guard pass when I sit up here. And if he's just holding his hands back, I'm dropping down to the legs, and now there's a long way for him to go back and defend himself, okay? Now, when we sit back here, make sure you collect this leg properly. Grab all the way around. So you grab the tendons here, knee, and wrap all the way around the ankle here. People who are really good from here, they're looking to get this leg out before you get it tight. Yeah, exactly. So if I'm just holding onto the ankle, like palm is out, turns, that's a problem. If I'm only holding on to the knee, there's also just a lot of movement. Like you can push this hand down, turn, getting out of trouble here. It's when I go from here, collect with both. Sit back, pull in, angle lock, boom. Be tight with this. I can't tell you how many times I see people be so sloppy with this, and it's because they don't roll with people who have really good leg lock defense, okay? It's the detail that matters. So when we get here, first thing I want to do, right, when I get this angle lock grip here, is I want to get that weight back over this foot here. So I'm pull this in, angle lock, and I bring my elbow in between both ankles here. So it's not out here, but like he could technically straighten this leg, yeah, and push and maybe look to get out. I'm bringing my elbow in between here, so there's good weight over this. So I have this good bend here, and this leg is being pushed down as well. First thing we're gonna look at is an angle lock on this top leg here. It's super low risk. If it works, I just tap him with good control. If it doesn't work, I have many more attacks I can go for. So what I want to do is to get a good angle lock grip on this, I want to sit up a little bit and I want to push the leg slightly away. This way I can slide down the foot and then bring my hand tight in here in my chest. So I actually loosen up a little bit so I can slide down to around this bone here and I pull in, hand high in the chest, here, okay? From here, if I need to get his foot a little bit higher up, I can go under, lift, and look to lock any sort of grip here. Rear naked choke is good, this is good. I just need to make sure I'm curled in so my hand is high on my chest. Once I get it, I want to think about sliding back, bringing this elbow down to my hip, basically sitting back and twisting in slowly here. I'm hearing some pops over here. So everything goes back, and I really think about bringing everything in, down, as I sit back and kick with my legs here. So what I'm doing is I'm getting high up here. I'm using my arms and my lat to bend this foot, and I'm sitting back and I'm crunching it in. So I'm kind of pulling the foot out of the socket as I'm breaking these ligaments here, okay? Really painful, hard to get out of. Good option from here, okay? So we get in, we loosen up the leg just for a moment to cinch it back in tight. If I need to, I uppercut here, adjust, hand high in the chest. Don't sit up all proud and tall here. Curl yourself in. Get these good office worker shoulders here, in nice and tight. Hand on the chest. Lock the grip of your choice here. Now look, I curl everything down to the hip, and I think about sitting back, and I'm foot to foot here. So I'm sitting back, curling in, There's just a lot of pressure on that foot. It's a very painful submission, and it can definitely break his foot, and it's hard to get out of. And if it fails, we have so many more options. All right, so let's try this ankle lock on 3. 1, 2, 3.